I did not know that Roman Reigns is the son of one of the wild Samoan Sika, who was managed by Captain Lou Albano. Mr. Reigns, how are you, sir? What's happening?
I'm doing good. As long as your mom doesn't squirt me with that gun, I'll be good to go.
Well, no, it stopped with the grandma. It didn't. It didn't extend along the family tree there. But
Okay.
and you know what's crazy, man? I mean, back then it was such a different environment. Wrestling is so much more controlled now. But I know that you remember some of the early tales from your dad. It was just a lawless environment. People would throw things, and people would almost want to get involved in the fights. I mean, what's your earliest recollection from your dad, from the sport? What's the first thing that you really remember seeing?
Mainly just being in the back. I was so young because I'm the baby of the bunch, so I was still very young whenever he was starting to wind down in his career. But I still remember just being picked up by Macho Man, by Hulk Hogan, by Andre. Just seeing these people who are larger than life and just having them treat you as if your best friends and they've known you, and which they saw me grow up since I was just a little baby. So I guess it is kind of weird for them, but for me it just seemed like, man, where are these people? Like, where do these people come from?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially back then, everybody was just so larger than life,
Yeah, of
and
course.
flamboyant and crazy color. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where do you people come from?
Was it always a ambition, dream of yours to be in the WWE? F back then, but because you played football, I mean,
It's pretty
you were
good.
a stud at Georgia Tech.
I got lucky and found a tackle or two, but yeah. I mean, wrestling was the number one for up until about high school, and then Tiki, as you know, once football becomes more serious and you get an opportunity to earn a scholarship, you better take that seriously. And I knew my mom wouldn't let me get away from that either, so she held me to that, and I was very fortunate, to be lucky enough to get that scholarship and go to Tech, and in that time frame, football was number one. It took over, and then as we started working into the pros and started to bounce around, and it just didn't feel like it was going to work out, and you start to fall out of love with it. Wrestling was right there, and I knew, I'm sitting here in the NFL searching for this team. Hold up, let me just switch it up. Let me just flip the script, and WWE ended up being my team.
Yeah, that's actually awesome to have a plan B. A lot of guys don't have that plan B, and they end up struggling when they don't fulfill their NFL dream. But the question that always gets asked of wrestling stars: are you the good guy? Or are you the bad guy? And which one would you rather be?
I'm the guy. I'm not the good guy. I'm not the bad guy.
Nice.
I'm the guy.
What an answer.
I'm the back-to-back main event of WrestleMania, so right now I'm the guy.
And by the way, T, listen, I mean, come on, Roman, do we have to, it's called the baby face or a heel. Let's use the proper terminology, huh? And he's neither because he is the man, as he said.